There we go.
Right then, everyone. We are live now on Forever Talk Wrestling, and now we're going to be doing right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our top 10 moments of the year, and we're also going to be as it's the Slammy Awards tomorrow, we're going to be doing our own Slammy Awards thing and stuff like that as well in this video.
Definitely going to be interesting to see
Yes.
who wins which award, who we think.
Yeah, from us, and then obviously the Slammy Awards for that WWE are doing is on tomorrow.
Yeah, and it'll be the first time. It will be the first time in 5 years, guys, that the Slammies are going to be held, because over the last 5 years they had a bit of really, they didn't host the Slammies for 5 years, but now they are bringing it back.
Yes, luckily they are, because I do usually enjoy watching the Slammy Awards.
Yeah, same here. I mean,
I remember the last time they did them, actually.
It was 21st of December 2015 they did the Slammy Awards.
I believe, we should be streaming them tomorrow as well, the proper ones.
Yeah, I'm wondering why didn't they just do the Slammies on Raw on last night?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, look, I don't know. They're just doing something on their own. Their own show. This one's going to be interesting. So we got a few options here that there's going to be. So, I'll quickly read out Superstar of the Year contenders.
I think what we should do for the awards and what have you, and the I think one of us should do the the nominees. And one of us should do the actual winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we should probably do. Right, so we'll start off with what should we start off? So look, so far there are a Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year, Rivalry of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Return of the Year, and then we're also adding just a few of our own.
The first one we should do is definitely Moment of the Year. Should start off.
Yeah, 100%, and then we should both give our Moment of the Year.
Yeah. All right. Well, the nominees for it. Let me just read them out quickly, guys.
Okay.
Okay. The nominees are for Moment of the Year: The Undertaker's Final Farewell at Survivor Series 2020. Drew McIntyre defeats Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 36. Becky Lynch announces her pregnancy on Raw, the 11th of May 2020. Edge returns in the men's Royal Rumble match. The New Day's Final Farewell on the 16th of October. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman unite on SmackDown on the 28th of August. Bayley betrays Sasha Banks on SmackDown the 4th of September. And the New Day gets drafted to different brands on Raw on SmackDown October 12th.
Okay, so my moment of the year is probably... I would have preferred it if Drew McIntyre won in front of the fans, but obviously they couldn't do that because of the virus and stuff. But my moment of the year is probably Edge returning in the Royal Rumble, to be honest with you, because when I started watching WWE, I think it was back in 2014, 2015, I always wanted to see Edge wrestle, and I couldn't do that. And now, look, I actually got to see him wrestling while I was watching WWE. And it was a brilliant moment, especially when returning.
It's a good thing about seeing Edge return. Then, I mean, he was just such an impressive superstar. He really was.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the WWE Championship at New Year's Resolution in 2006, and then he lost it to
He's a Royal Rumble winner.
I think Edge during his professional career, because we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, 9 years he was out for as well.
Yeah, well, Edge definitely over his career, he's just absolutely been. He's just been brilliant. He really has been.
One of the best of all time, definitely.
I mean, his championship reigns have just absolutely been outstanding.
Yeah,
the WWE. I mean, he's won the World Championship, the WWE Championship 4 times, the World Heavyweight Championship 7 times.
Yeah,
he's been the Intercontinental Champion 5 times, the WCW United States Championship once, a tag team champion twice with Rey Mysterio and Jericho. He's been the World Tag Team Champion 12 times. He's been a previous King of the Ring. Won Money in the Bank back in 2005, in which he cashed in at New Year's Resolution to win the title. And also, he was the 3rd Grand Slam champion.
Yes, he was. So that one's interesting. But yeah, mine is definitely Edge returning to WWE is not WrestleMania. It's my moment of the year. WWE fans is Drew McIntyre beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
I had to go for one though. I mean, out of all those, it's just so difficult. I mean, looking at all those, I mean, The Undertaker's farewell, I mean, we'll not forget that.
Yeah.
Really, because The Undertaker was just absolutely insane.
But
I think for me, definitely, I'm definitely thinking that my moment of the year definitely has to be Drew McIntyre defeating Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 36. I mean,
yeah, fair enough.
And he ended a 19-year-long wait for that title, and what a journey he's had. I mean, what a journey Drew McIntyre had before coming WWE champion. I mean, he was fired by WWE back in 2014, and then he came back in 2017 at NXT. Won the NXT championship there.
And came back to the main roster in 2018.
Yeah, then he was a tag team champion with Dolph Ziggler, who he completely turned on, and he was involved in with Money in the Bank in 2019, and this year he won the Royal Rumble and then he went on to main event WrestleMania against Lesnar, who he beat for the title, but then he lost it to Orton at Hell in a Cell, and then he retained it on Raw just before Survivor Series.
Yeah. So, Drew McIntyre had a very interesting, good return to WWE, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Became champions. Anyway, so I think the next one that we should do, so we'll do like men's superstar of the year and women's superstar of the year.
Yeah, okay.
We should do. Wait, so I'll say the contenders for...
So the contenders for it is pretty much. Oh man, let me just have a look. Let me have a look here. So it's got to be here somewhere.
Wait, I think I found. Yeah, I found them.
Here we go. Yep, we've got it. Officially, the Male Superstar of the Year nominees. And the nominees are the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the former WWE Champion Randy Orton, the former Universal Champion Braun Strowman, and the former Universal Champion, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, so my men's superstar of the year, I mean, it's either Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre, but just because Drew McIntyre won his first ever WWE Championship this year, it has to be Drew McIntyre.
It's got to be Drew McIntyre.
I mean, he's won it twice this year.
What he's done this year is just absolutely been incredible. I mean, he's managed to pull off shock after shock. I mean, he's been in some really tough matches this year. I mean, he was in a really tough match against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley at Backlash. Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules. And then Randy Orton at SummerSlam, Night of Champions, and Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah, Randy Orton beat him at so and then he beat him back on Raw.
Yeah, and then he faced Roman Reigns at
Survivor. Yeah, an amazing match, but he lost.
Yeah, unfortunately he lost that, but he put on one.
If it wasn't for Jey Uso, he would have won, though.
What?
If it wasn't for Jey Uso interfering, he would have.
Yeah, if Jey Uso hadn't interfered in that, I think McIntyre, he would have won that for sure.
Yeah.
And then
Drew McIntyre is definitely.
Yeah, and if we hadn't forgotten on Raw last night, he, Sheamus, and Keith Lee beat The Miz, John Morrison, and AJ Styles in a holiday street match.
Yeah, Raw yesterday.
Yeah, Raw last night. Blimey.
Yeah, wait, so female superstar of the year, I'll read them out quick.
Yeah.
So there's the WWE Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair.
You forgot to say Women's Tag Team Champion.
Oh, yes. Asuka is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, and Charlotte Flair is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, well. You forgot about that, didn't you? But anyway, blimey. Those lot.
Mine's definitely Asuka.
Yeah.
For women, Woman of the Year. I mean, she's had an amazing title reign. She won Mrs. Money in the Bank, and yeah, she's held the Raw Women's Championship 2 times this year, and she's a tag team champion. Yeah, definitely her.
But if I had to go for female superstar of the year, I think it has to go to Sasha Banks, hands down. For what she's managed, for what she has been going through with Bayley. I mean, they used to be good friends, but then Bayley turned on her on the episode of SmackDown on September the 4th, managing to put her in a neck brace. By putting her head in a steel chair. That was just that was just so devious from Bayley, and it was just so shocking. But Sasha Banks, she managed to pull through that, and despite that everything Bayley did, Sasha Banks managed at Hell in a Cell to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then the Friday Night SmackDown after Hell in a Cell, she managed to. I know it wasn't the night after. I think it was the week after. Just like not the Friday Night SmackDown after it, but I mean the other week after it, she managed to defend it against Bayley, and she's been on the end of some ferocious attacks by Carmella these last few weeks, and at TLC she managed to overcome Carmella and retain her championship. So
so you're giving it to Sasha?
Yeah, it definitely should be Sasha Banks. I mean, she's been through a horrendous few months, and I think what Sasha Banks has managed to achieve, despite what happened with Bayley and Carmella, she's still managed to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, and she is still the boss. She's still the legit boss.
Yeah, I mean, look. Yeah, mine's Asuka, but I can't argue with it being Sasha Banks. But yeah, the reason why mine is Asuka because she won the Money in the Bank contract, and then she was and the bait was actually for the women's. For the Raw Women's Championship, as Becky Lynch went off pregnant, and then Sasha Banks beat her, and then she won it back, and then she's also a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion with Charlotte. So that's why I'm giving it to Asuka. But yes, Sasha Banks would definitely be my number 2 for that one, though.
Yeah, definitely. All right, the next one we should definitely do. I think we should do Breakout Star of the Year.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, and the nominees for that one are Dominic Mysterio, Bianca Belair, Otis, the Street Profits, and Murphy.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is a very interesting.
Okay, so my top 2, it's either no, I'm not gonna say it's not Otis. It's not Otis, or it's not Murphy. The Street Profits have been brilliant. Bianca Belair has been brilliant.
Definitely have to be. I think it'll either be the Street Profits, Bianca Belair, or Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be Otis or Murphy.
Yeah, what Dominic Mysterio has been through, I mean, this year, it's just been absolutely horrendous for Dominic Mysterio. What he went through with Murphy and Seth Rollins when they were together, but then Murphy went and betrayed Seth Rollins. So
understandable, though.
Yeah, but Dominic Mysterio, what he's been through, it's just absolutely been horrific, though.
Yeah, it has. If I have to give mine to someone,
but I think the 2 would, if it was definitely like a 1-2 thing, I think my top 2 would either be the Street Profits and Bianca Belair.
That same as me, actually. Look, my number 1, I'm just gonna probably say the Street Profits. I'm gonna say the Street Profits.
Oh, the Street Profits. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Bianca Belair's number 2, though. She's 100%. I just haven't seen enough of her because she's been coming and going this year, really. And now she's finally getting like a proper role at WWE SmackDown. But the Street Profits have been tag team champions for such a long time now, doing amazing. So, yeah, Street Profits, 100%.
Yeah, but I mean,
amazing matches.
Seriously, I mean, I take nothing away from Bianca Belair. What she's managed to accomplish already this year since she made her appearances on Raw and on SmackDown. I mean, she's just absolutely been incredible. I mean, she's managed to overcome so many obstacles.
Same as Dominic.
She's managed also to really give Bayley one heck of a match on SmackDown last Friday. So, yeah. But the Street Profits, as you say, they've been tag team champions for such a long time. And they've been
the longest reigning as well.
One heck of an unbeaten streak. I mean, the last time I think they were actually beaten in a match was a few weeks ago on SmackDown. And I think that had to be their first defeat as a tag team in over, I don't know, 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how good of a tag team those two have really become. I mean,
because they came up from NXT quite recently as well, and they've rocked it.
They came up from NXT on a episode of Raw back in September 2019, and they've just been absolutely incredible since making their debut then. I mean, they've just absolutely been they've just been brilliant. Really, they have been. And I think if they do I think they would deserve the Breakout Star of the Year, because I mean they deserved it. They really
have you seen like Montez Ford's like frog splash and stuff?
I mean, how did he get?
I know.
What Montez Ford actually gets from the heavens? It's just absolutely insane. I mean, he's got to at least be 25 to 30 meters up in the air. That's incredible.
The Street Profits are incredible, by far. And then Angelo Dawkins is just absolutely amazing as well.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
he gives like this some brilliant assists to that jump as well.
Oh yeah,
work together.
I mean, really, when Montez Ford is not really like up for it, I think we definitely know that Angelo Dawkins is gonna be there for him, and Angelo Dawkins, he can also be that game changer as well. I mean, if Montez Ford is like really knocked out of shape, I mean, Dawkins, he can come in and really change the whole affection of the match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're both amazing. 100%, they both deserve that from both of us. And they should win it tomorrow, hopefully. I hope that they get it, because they really do deserve it. Okay.
All right.
Now, Tag Team of the Year should we do now?
Yeah. What?
Okay, so we got the golden role models, obviously Bayley and Sasha Banks, but they're breaking up now. Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, The New Day, The Street Profits, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro.
Which one are we doing?
Tag Team of the Year.
Tag Team of the Year. Oh my goodness me. That is just so hard. Well, the one you've definitely got to rule out. The one you've definitely got to rule out is Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. I mean,
I don't know how they got in there.
Yes, they did good in a few matches, whilst the New Day were like off for like 4 or 5 months that didn't exactly prove to me that they were a great tag team, so we can definitely rule them out.
You think we should rule the Golden Rule models out as well because they broke up now?
Yeah, definitely can rule them out.
I mean, they did have all the gold at a point, but obviously without
now
controversy in it, though.
lost it. I think the only one out of those former two, that is actually carrying the gold right now is Sasha Banks.
Yeah. And I also want to rule Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler out of it as well, because I did not like their reign with the tag team championship whatsoever.
Those two as WWE Women's
not even a good team.
I think we can definitely say that reign, it was just so terrifying. I mean, their reign was pretty much just an intimidation reign. I mean, nearly every time that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were women's tag team champions, they would go out to the ring and attack someone.
Yeah, especially Lana. Yeah, but look, I just didn't enjoy the reign of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
so the two left, the New Day and the Street Profits.
Yeah, I mean, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, I think their reign pretty much, for most of it, they were just like pretty much, they were just putting Lana through tables every single week, really.
Yeah, 9 weeks it went as well.
Yeah, so I think
that's 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, really, if we've got to go for one at that, I think if it was going to be decided on titles wise, I would definitely go the Street Profits, because they've held their tag titles for a combined. I think they've got to have their tag team titles combined. They've got to at least held it for at least 10 or 11 months now.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's 100% the Street Profits again.
Yeah.
I mean, the New Day are brilliant, but it's the Street Profits, in my opinion.
I mean, the New Day, they've been really good defending their tag team titles against the Hurt Business, but now they've lost it. But yeah, it's got to be.
The thing with the New Day, the thing with the New Day, in my opinion, is like, wait, look at the Street Profits. They can hold on to their titles for so long. But the New Day, they have had so much title reigns this year. They win it and then they lose it.
Yeah, I mean,
the Street Profits can hold on to it.
Look at what happened a few months ago. I mean, the New Day, they went into WrestleMania. I think this is just after WrestleMania. I think they won theirs. They won their tag team titles at I think it was on April 25th, the episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, it did.
And then they went and lost it at Extreme Rules. So really, it was like title reign of like, I don't know, 2-3 months at the latest.
Yeah, and then they've lost it again. I think they've had like 2 reigns this year.
Yeah, they've had 2 title reigns this year, which really haven't exactly been long ones. I mean, the first one, that was like 2 or 3 months. That was like 3 months. And this one was pretty much only 2.
Yeah, but like, I've got a fact in it.
They won it after the WWE draft, which was, I think that was 12th of October.
Yeah.
10th and 12th of October. So really, if we're going to have to go for it, going to have to say that the New Day's title reigns have been only a combined, have only got to be at least 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Where the Street Profits combined won. Whilst they won the Raw Tag Team titles. They won that back in March, handed it over to the New Day in October. So that was 7 months. That was pretty much 7 months. And then they've got it here, so that's another 2. So that's 9 months they've held on to their tag team titles.
Yeah, I've got a quick fact. So the New Day's title reigns, they've lost them and then they won them back. In all of it, the Street Profits have been champions all through that time, ever since like the New Day had them and then won it back. The Street Profits have just always been like just champions just once this whole year and have held on to it for such a long time.
Yeah, completely agree. All right.
Okay, we're going to the next one.
That now. Let's go for definitely. We should do Rivalry of the Year.
Oh yes.
Now this one is looking really, really good. I mean, we've got for the nominees, we've got Seth Rollins versus the Mysterio family, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, Edge versus Randy Orton, Sasha Banks versus Bayley, R-Truth versus The World, and this one, if I do end up laughing, that's nothing here. It's pretty much Lana versus announcer tables. Oh my god! Well, in fairness, you've got to go for one. You've got to go for one to laugh at, guys. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? All right, now let's actually get on with it, shall we? All right, now let's come on that now. Come on, let's go for this, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. So Seth Rollins versus the Mysterio family has been brilliant. Obviously, that's gone for a long time. All of Randy Orton's rivalries have been good. Like Drew McIntyre one was good. Edge won the Edge rivalry has been amazing. Randy Orton.
I think that all started once.
Sasha Banks versus Bayley was interesting.
Yeah, that one was insane.
And then obviously R-Truth running away from everyone every week. And then obviously Lana has been put through the announce tables 9 weeks in a row.
No, I think it was 10 actually.
It might have been 10 or 9, 10, I don't know.
Hang on a minute.
One of the weeks, I don't know. It's unbelievable that Seth Rollins is actually just popping all the eyes out of Ray. I mean, look, obviously it wasn't real, but
oh, it was 9 consecutive weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Goodness me.
This one's interesting because do you remember? Because this year Randy Orton was all over Edge's family because he did all of that to Edge. He also RKO'd Beth Phoenix, his wife.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was
as well.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yes, he's been all over their family, and then but if I have to give it to some because like Edge and Randy Orton had the greatest wrestling match ever, the Last Man Standing match at WrestleMania. It's got to be Edge versus Randy Orton, the rivalry.
I was watching that match earlier. Actually. That match was just insane.
Yeah. But yeah, look, it's definitely got to be Randy Orton versus Edge, in my opinion. 100%. No, we're still going to get that third match very soon as well. The decider. So they're not done yet. It's unfinished business as well.
Yeah, because I mean, during the 2 matches they've had the Last Man Standing match, which Edge won, and then they had the incredible greatest wrestling match of all time at Backlash. So yeah, it was just so incredible.
Yeah, so yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely that. And I wonder, what are they actually going to be able to like top like the matches that we had that we saw, like the last man standing match and the greatest wrestling match ever?
Yeah, I mean the other matches I can recall that in those nominees, I think Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Now that one has been insane. I think the best match between those two was definitely the ambulance match at Night of Champions.
Yeah, that one was good, especially when all the legends came back as well.
Oh yeah, we had the Big Show, Christian. Who else do we have then?
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Oh, Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, of course. But the best one out of those four of legends that came back had to be the Sweet Chin Music by Shawn Michaels, the not Randy Orton.
Off the ambulance as well, yeah.
That was insane. Oh, my goodness me.
Wait, so what one are you going for? Because mine's Edge versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I mean, those two have just absolutely had some insane matches. I mean, the last man standing match of WrestleMania 36, then the greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash. I'm just really hoping for a Edge versus Randy Orton 3.
Yeah. So, we could get that at WrestleMania 37.
Oh, I hope so.
Apparently. It's been rumored.
Really hope so. Edge versus Orton with the fans at WrestleMania 37. Oh, now that will go down as a real treat.
Do you think it could be main event? If
I think it possibly could. I reckon if Orton wins another title before then, if he wins like another title before WrestleMania, I think that match between Edge and Orton, if he does have a title at the time, I think that could definitely be a main event match.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it could easily be better if there is a title involved, but the rivalry in itself anyway, though.
Because, I mean, we've seen the matches between Edge and Randy Orton over the years, and it's just absolutely been incredible. But these two matches they've had recently, it's just absolutely been insane. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you. I'm going Edge versus Randy Orton.
Yes. Right, I'll try and get another one quickly.
Right, another one. Hang on, I've got the full list here.
Yeah. Oh wait, Ring Gear of the Year.
Oh yeah, let's do that next.
Okay, so the contenders are Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The New Day, Bianca Belair, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Carmella.
Well, Nakamura really hasn't exactly been special at all, has it? It's pretty much
Gear's been all right.
It's pretty much just been the same thing week after week. So really, you can rule her out. You can rule him out, and it's the same with. And it's also the same with the New Day. You can pretty much rule them out because we.
I think that's what's trying to go with is their ring gear that they had at Survivor Series.
Oh no, the one that I think had the best ring gear at Survivor Series, I think was Sasha Banks. Really, I do.
Fair enough. Well, this one's interesting. What am I going to say?
I think if I had to go for one, I think I'm definitely going to have to go for the Queen. I'm going to go for the Queen because, I mean, the way she has her robes, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I mean, you don't know which robe it's going to be, really. week after week. I mean, is it going to be the same one? Is it going to be a different one? I mean, the way Charlotte Flair has her robes, it's just absolutely incredible. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair.
Okay. I'll say Bianca Belair probably.
Oh, Bianca Belair. Now, she was interesting, actually.
That's what I'll probably do. Bianca Belair for Ring Gear of the Year.
Yeah, she was definitely interesting. Sasha Banks ring gear was my best this year. Interesting. Well, I mean, Sasha Banks' ring gear, you can definitely not rule that out. I mean, Sasha Banks' ring gear is just absolutely incredible. I mean,
yeah, she, like her, Charlotte and Bianca Belair changed it up a lot as well.
Yeah, so I mean, Sasha Banks' ring gear. I mean, just having
I'm gonna go not Carmella, Bianca Belair though.
I mean, just look at that. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Her ring gear. It's just like week after week, she actually changes it. She changes it like week after week.
Yeah.
I mean, she's had green and blue. She's had red and white. She's had, I think she even had like pink and black at one point. And then
she had gold and white.
Gold. She's pretty much had them all.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, I think the top three: Charlotte in third, Banks in second, and Bianca Belair first, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see the next one. There's Return of the Year. Should we do Match of the Year last?
Yeah, we'll do Match of the Year last because that'll be our most difficult one of all.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so next one, guys, is officially Return of the Year.
Return of the Year.
Here are the nominees for it. Do you want to do them this time, or shall I?
Yeah, you can, because I can't find it at the moment.
All right. Okay, the nominees are Edge, Roman Reigns, MVP, Goldberg, or Sami Zayn.
I mean, it's Edge straight away. I mean, I gave it Moment of the Year, so yeah, they're definitely Edge returning.
Yeah, I think if you got to go bottom to the top, I think really it just says it all. I mean, Sami Zayn has, ever since he's got back, he's just been a cocky, ignorant little idiot, really.
Yeah, I don't like him, to be honest. I don't enjoy
him. The fans completely hate him. And it's the just complete and opposite of what you want in a wrestler. I mean, you don't want them really to be cocky, do you? I mean, you really just want them to come out and do the best that they can do.
Yeah, I mean, MVP's been quite good since he's come back. Roman's been incredible. Goldberg was good, but it's 100% Edge for me.
Yeah, I mean, what MVP's done with the Hurt Business, I mean, he's just absolutely been incredible. I mean, he's managed to get some real top class players for the Hurt Business. I mean, we've got the Chief Hurt Officer of the Hurt Business, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
And we've got the current, or we've got the new Raw Tag Team Champions, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, who those two have actually been quite impressive as well. So I think it just has to say that MVP, his way of managing to negotiate those players to actually join the Hurt Business, it's just been incredible.
Yeah, definitely. So mine's Edge. To be honest with you,
I think for me, it's definitely got mine's got to be Roman Reigns. I mean, Roman Reigns has just had an absolute incredible turn of events ever since he made his return at SummerSlam by attacking the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, and the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Roman Reigns is my number 2.
He's just absolutely incredible ever since he came back. I mean, he's managed to turn Jey Uso into one man that just constantly goes around attacking people that Roman Reigns doesn't like. And Roman Reigns as a whole, he's just been destroying competitors pretty much every single week. And he's the current Universal Champion. So, really, I think that Roman Reigns is definitely my return of the year.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can't argue with that. Yeah, so I think the final one now is match of the year.
I think we've got one more. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, we'll take one more look just before.
Yeah, I'm just taking one more quick look.
I don't think there is.
If there's anyone we've missed. Okay, we've done Superstar of the Year. We've done Rivalry of the Year. Tag Team of the Year we've done. Return of the Year. Best Ring Gear of the Year. Breakout Star of the Year. And Moment of the Year. Yep. So it's match of the year. The final one to do. And I think, Ingles, this will be our most difficult pick yet. Because
definitely.
Look at the ones we've got. I mean, we've got so many to choose from, and they were all incredible matches.
Yeah. Do you want me to read them out?
Yeah, I'll let you do it this time.
Okay, so our first one, we got Undertaker versus AJ Styles, the Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. We've got the New Day versus the Hurt Business, Raw Tag Team Championships match, Raw, November 16th, 2020. Edge versus Randy Orton, the greatest wrestling match ever at WWE Backlash. The Men's Royal Rumble, 2020. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship Tournament Finals, shown on SmackDown June the 12th, 2020. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell in an I Quit match. We've got Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship inside Hell in a Cell, 2020. AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat Ladder match. We've also got Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at Survivor Series 2020 and Becky Lynch versus Asuka at the Royal Rumble 2020.
Well, the two ones I feel we've got to eliminate straight off is the New Day versus the Hurt Business in the...
It was a good match, but yeah, I agree.
Championship match. I mean, that one we just got to rule out straight away. I mean, that one really wasn't as exciting, really.
No, it wasn't.
And the other one we've got to do to eliminate has got to be the Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso Hell in a Cell match. I mean, that match is just pretty much controlled by Roman Reigns from start to finish.
I mean, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, look, I wasn't gonna pick it.
Yes, but
what one did you prefer though? The Battle at Clash of Champions or Hell in a Cell?
How do you mean?
So did you prefer the Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso match at Clash of Champions or the match at Hell in a Cell?
I think I definitely would have preferred the Hell in a Cell match, really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, inside a steel cage. And
as well.
The Clash of Champions one, that was really just like in an open ring. I mean, inside Hell in a Cell, it's always more. It's always so real.
Yeah. Well, that's some really interesting ones here. I mean, Becky Lynch versus Asuka was good. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns is bloody amazing.
Oh, no, that was incredible. that one, Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, that was definitely, that one I feel was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. That's the greatest wrestling match ever. Do you think it was the greatest wrestling match ever, though?
I think so. I think maybe, yes.
Yeah, could easily be. Yeah, the Boneyard match is brilliant. Undertaker's last match.
Oh, the Boneyard match. Now, that was incredible. That was
Men's
the
Royal
first
Rumble
time
match.
we've actually seen a match inside like the graveyard.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And then, yeah, the Men's Royal Rumble was good. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown. I remember that.
Really good match.
That was good. And then, obviously, AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match at Clash of Champions was brilliant as well.
Oh, no, that one was insane.
I mean, look, I know Sami Zayn won and none of us like him, but it was a brilliant match.
It was a brilliant match. I mean, what happened in that match? Really? I mean, Sami Zayn handcuffing AJ Styles and
Jeff Hardy's here.
Jeff Hardy to ladders. I mean, Jeff Hardy, he was handcuffed by his ear, for God's sake. And AJ Styles, he was handcuffed to the ladder that he was actually trying to climb.
Yeah, I know.
So that was incredible.
And then Sami Zayn climbed up. Yeah. This is a really tough one. Sasha Banks versus Bayley in Hell in a Cell was brilliant as well.
Oh, it was. I mean, what happened between those two has just absolutely been insane.
I don't know. I really don't know. When Becky Lynch versus Asuka at the Royal Rumble, that was a big moment because that's the first time ever where Becky Lynch actually went on and beat Asuka.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should we like say like a top three?
Yeah, top three out of that, definitely.
And then we'll try and pick out of our top three.
Yeah. I think the top three for me out of that lot, I think number 3 has definitely got to be Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. That's my number 3. My number 2 would be the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat ladder match at WWE Clash of Champions. And there's definitely got to be the first one. No, actually, scrap the second one. Actually, the second one for me would have to be the Undertaker versus AJ Styles at the Boneyard match of WrestleMania 36. And then the first one for me would be the Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns one. That's my top 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so my top 3, third place is probably Undertaker versus AJ Styles, Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. Second place is probably going to be Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at Survivor Series 2020. And number 1 is going to be the greatest wrestling match ever, Edge versus Randy Orton at Backlash.
Right. Interesting.
That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, so the proper was tomorrow.
So we've both got Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns in our top 3 then.
Yeah, and we've got the Boneyard match in our top 3 as well.
Yeah, so that's 2 we've both got in there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so for my number 1, it's I don't know whether I just switched the Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns one to top. No, you know what? I'm going to keep the greatest wrestling match ever one first. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder which one is going to be voted match of the... Wait, do you think that voting is going to be rigged and WWE are probably going to make the greatest wrestling match ever match be top?
Well, I suppose we're definitely...
It's like after the headline of it.
Yeah, because I mean, all three of those matches, they were insane. I mean, Sasha Banks and Bayley, absolutely incredible. And so was the other two matches. But in my feel, out of those three I've picked, I think the one for me definitely has to be would have to either be the Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns or the Undertaker versus AJ Styles. But no offense to the Sasha Banks and Bayley one, but that one was just it was an incredible match, and it's just so hard to actually pick like a number one out of that.
Yeah. Anyway, so my number 3 is the Boneyard match. Number 2 is Roman Reigns, is Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, and my number 1 is the greatest wrestling match ever, Ed versus Randy Orton at Backlash.
Okay, so yours is the...
That's what I've decided.
Okay. So I think if I had to go for the greatest match for the match of the year, I think out of that, I'm gonna have to agree with Snake Legacy Jr. I mean, that match between The Undertaker and AJ Styles, I feel that was just absolutely incredible. I mean, the first Boneyard match, I mean, just absolutely, completely gave WrestleMania 36 night one that sort of phenomenal ending.
Yeah, especially with the no fans as well, was a good stipulation to use.
Yeah, especially with that match being The Undertaker's last one, and it definitely gave that night one of WrestleMania 36 that phenomenal ending it was after, especially for the main event of night one. And I feel that that it was definitely and truly the best match of 2020 in my opinion.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, The Undertaker versus AJ Styles was my number 3, but my number 1, definitely the greatest wrestling match ever. And then as a WWE fan said, his is Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. That was my number 2.
Yeah, and Snake. Yeah, I was agreeing with Snake Legacy Jr. I mean, that match was just so incredible between The Undertaker and AJ Styles. I mean, it was just out of this world in the way of action, and The Undertaker to win it with the choke slam to AJ Styles, and then covered him with dirt. So it was just an absolute incredible match, and I don't think anyone will be forgetting The Undertaker's final match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100%. No one will forget that.
No.
Anyway, guys, so make sure, because are you able to stream the Slammy Awards tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm definitely able to do that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm able to. So I think it starts at like 3 p.m. over here tomorrow.
What?
I think it starts at 3 p.m. in England tomorrow.
Yeah, check.
Let's check quickly.
What time does the Slammy
So there should be a box showing for it tomorrow, guys. So make sure that you do tune in to that as well, because that's going to be interesting. We will be bringing you all of the coverage from our reactions to who gets the WWE Slammy Awards, and then we'll be comparing it to ours that we have done here on this channel today. That's
I'm just having a look now. Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec.
Yes, it's all gonna be interesting. What's happening? The thing that has surprised me is that Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, it hasn't got in to potential rivalry of the year.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, because if it was, then I could have easily said that. To be honest, very easily.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. It's definitely a 3 o'clock start. It's a 3 o'clock start over here.
Yeah, so we'll go live at like 10 to 3 then.
Yeah, 10 to 3, definitely.
Okay then. So we'll see you all tomorrow then, guys, for the Slammy.
We'll see you all tomorrow for the Slammies. And also, guys, please do like this stream and also subscribe to the channel Forever Talk Wrestling. And yeah, we will be seeing you for the Slammies tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, we've got to go, guys. See you later.